Ted Cruz is either a gallant fighter of conservative values or a disruptive political scoundrel. Just depends on your point of view.
Honestly, I just think he's an idiot who is not on the side of the voters and definitely not for Texas.
I like his stance, and he doesn't care what anybody thinks, and everyone knows where he's coming from, and that's refreshing.
Cruz is the most talked about politician in Texas right now, but when the dust settles, the question is, how will the shutdown and debt ceiling standoff affect Ted Cruz's popularity in his home state?
People don't know what to do with Ted Cruz, especially those who have been around politics for a long time.
Cruz's style and confrontational tactics in the government shutdown fight have alienated some. The Houston Chronicle newspaper endorsed Ted Cruz for senator last year. But in a new editorial, the newspaper now says Cruz is part of the problem in Washington. The senator, who's been in office less than a year, is unfazed.
That was a remarkable victory to see the House engage in a profile in courage.
Even that didn't sit well with fellow Republican Congressman Joe Barton of Texas.
I respect Senator Cruz. He's my junior senator. But I agree with you, this is not a profile in courage.
He's controversial, he's brash, and even though Cruz's reputation might be scarred on a national level, veteran political strategists like Mark McKinnon say it only seems to help Cruz with Texas voters.
Ted Cruz has a lot of support among hardcore Tea Party Republicans, and there's a lot of them in Texas. And so he has strong support in Republican primaries where the really hardcore conservatives come out. So he's likely to be senator for a long time.
Ted Cruz was elected senator by courting right-wing Tea Party voters, being the most conservative candidate on the ballot, and the formula worked. Now consider this. Every Texas Republican in Congress voted against the budget deal to reopen the federal government, just like Ted Cruz. For many Texas Republican voters like Francisco Gonzalez, Ted Cruz' in-your-face style makes him popular.
He's awakened the people, and whether they agree with him or disagree with him, it's a conversation that needed to be had.
Other Republican voters like Ron Shipp are seething angry at Cruz.
He's done real damage to the country, the economy, our standing internationally, and to the Republican Party.
An old Texas politician used to say there's nothing in the middle of the road but yellow stripes and dead armadillos. Ted Cruz doesn't play in the middle of the road. For Out Front, Ed Lavendera, Dallas.